Try it again. Hello, my name is Brendan Rucker, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel of the Boerne Independent School District Air Force Junior ROTC. Please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Boerne High School Junior ROTC Color Guard. Graduates, it is appropriate to keep your caps on.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, pause. Color, thank you. March. Up, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, 4.
Please be seated. I would like to introduce Kinsley Barrera, who will give the opening remarks.
Good evening, family, friends, and graduates. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Boerne High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Kinsley Barrera, and I'm honored to be here tonight speaking on behalf of the Boerne High School graduating class of 2021. First, I would like to thank God for allowing us to gather here as one to celebrate the first of many milestones in each of our lives. My parents always told me that God doesn't promise smooth rides, but He does promise faithful endings. I'm sure I can speak for all of us when I say our high school experiences were not what we imagined. But through trials and tribulations, we are all here tonight about to step into the next chapter of our lives. However, we would not be here tonight without the help from the amazing faculty and staff of Boerne High School. To our teachers, thank you. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for pushing us to become our best selves. And thank you for putting up with our attitudes, especially after our senioritis kicked in. Next, I would like to thank our family and friends for their continual support. Graduates, it is important to recognize all the sacrifices our family and friends have made for us thus far in our lives. Whether it be picking us up from late night practices, dropping off forgotten textbooks, or even just supporting us in times of need. Without their support, our high school experiences would have been much more difficult. So family and friends, we thank you. Now to my fellow classmates. Congratulations, we've done it, both individually and as a whole. Each of us have contributed to making this class the best class to ever graduate Boerne High. Some of us have won state titles, others of us have come close. Some of us have been dedicated fans, others of us dedicated students. Some of us have been encouraging leaders, others of us selfless team members. However we may characterize ourselves, it is clear we have all done our individual parts to be here tonight. But let us not forget what we have done together. The class of 2021 has united through many trials. We have overcome 2 COVID school years, Texas snowstorms, and several rainy powder puff practices. We have stuck together through wins and losses and learned to celebrate each other's successes along the way. We are undoubtedly all unique and all different, yet I am happy to say that our diversity has brought us together and has helped us to create memories we'll cherish forever. Tonight is our last night together as students of Boerne High School, but as we depart and move forward into the next chapter of our lives, let us not forget who we will always have to fall back on. Before you go, look around. Look who's sitting next to you. Realize that some of your classmates may go on to become professional athletes, Broadway actors, doctors, entrepreneurs, or educators. Someone sitting next to you may go on to become the next president or even find the cure for cancer or COVID. Whatever we may go on to achieve, never forget what unites us together. We are the Boerne High School graduating class of 2021. So as we prepare to walk the stage here tonight, I want to leave you with this verse. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. That was Isaiah chapter 40, verses 29 through 31. Class of 2021, it is our time to prosper. But remember that success is not achieved easily and is certainly not achieved overnight. We have overcome trials once, and we will do it again. Thank you. It is my pleasure to now introduce Sydney Bell, who will be introducing our platform guests.
Good evening. My name is Sydney Bell. As class senior vice president, it is my pleasure to introduce our distinguished guests. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Ms. Martiza Gonzalez-Cooper, President of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Donna Sharp, Vice President of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Rich Sina, Secretary of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Carlin Fryer, Board Trustee. Dr. Joe Tidwell, Board Trustee. Mr. Alan Rich, Board Trustee. Mr. David Spencer, Board Trustee. Ms. Jessica Davila Burnett, Incoming Board Trustee. Administrative guests are Dr. Thomas Price, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Ashley Stewart, Chief Administrative Officer. Mr. Wesley Scott, Chief Financial Officer. Dr. Elaine Howard, Chief Human Resources Officer. Ms. Larissa S. Flores, Chief Instructional Officer. Ms. Patty Hullab, Chief Technological Officer. Mr. Henry Acosta, Chief Operations Officer. Mr. Jeffrey Klaus, Academic Dean. Ms. Catherine Cornett, Assistant Principal. Mr. Jacob Prince, Assistant Principal. Ms. Bridget Thomason, Assistant Principal, and our Principal, Mr. Shane Wilson. Mr. Wilson will now introduce our salutatorian.
Good evening. It is my honor to introduce Mary Rocchio as the 2020-2021 salutatorian for Boerne High School. Mary is graduating. Hello, Mary's fan crowd up there. Here we go. Mary is graduating with a GPA of 110.0. Mary will be attending Texas A&M University College Station, majoring in biomedical engineering. Please help me to congratulate Mary Rocchio.
It's okay. Good evening, friends, family, administrators, teachers, and Board of Trustees, and welcome to the celebration of the hard work, dedication, and commitment of the class of 2021. Although this year looked different than years past, I am forever grateful for my experience I had within the walls of Boerne High School. Without this amazing teaching and administrative staff, these 4 years would have looked completely different, and for that, I'm grateful. When tasked with writing this speech, I took a step back and recalled on all we had accomplished these past 4 years. From screaming at pep rallies, to dancing at winter formals and prom, to tanking the field at Powder Puff, to completing athletically and artistically, each of our experiences have looked different. However, one commonality each of us have here today is our education, symbolized by our diploma sitting right there. If you can recall back to freshman year, we all walked in wide-eyed and naive to the journey of high school. Many of us were challenged by our first midterms, final exams, formal lab reports, and/or heavy course load. On remembering all that happened that year, one assignment that stuck with me was from Ms. Scheffler's Pre-AP English 1 class. We were given the assignment of memorizing and recalling the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. In revisiting the poem now, the text provides many commonalities we can all relate to on this momentous day. If you can keep your head on when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. These first 2 stanzas of the poem remind us to stay true to who we are. As we enter this new chapter into our lives, we must remember to stay grounded and pure in our intentions, as this is how you keep your head on when all about you are losing theirs. In remaining who you are, we allow ourselves to not only stay sane, but also to grow as human beings and learn from our mistakes. If we are untrue to ourselves, the mistakes we make will never allow us to grow, as they are the mistakes of people we don't know. Kipling states the same idea later in the first stanza when he reminds us all to not look too good nor talk too wise. In creating this ego of ourselves, we can stay true in our intentions and who we are. Kipling opens his second stanza with, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim. Now take a moment and look around. This very moment is a dream many of us had when we were little, excited for the day we become members of the workforce, armed services, or student body at a trade school or university. The dream was not to walk across this very stage. Instead, it was what that walk meant, symbolizing the moment of leaving home, becoming full-time employees, and/or starting a new chapter in our lives. In planning for this momentous step in our lives early in our high school career, we now wear these bright purple gowns and leave knowing that we were able to live in the moment and not make dreams our master. As freshmen, we memorized this poem as an assignment, not for the lessons the words carried. We unknowingly engraved these words into our minds, many of us just for the day, and never returned to the poem again, until now. My challenge is to connect this poem and learn what Kipling is conveying to you individually. Carry this poem around with you in your wallet or put it on your phone as a reminder of not only your high school life, but of mistakes you have made and the lessons you have learned from them. To conclude, we must be thankful for our time at Boerne High, remembering all we learned to build a name for ourselves. I'll close with the words of Rudyard Kipling in his poem by saying, "Yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son." Congrats, class of 2021. We did it. Mr. Wilson will now introduce our valedictorian.
Thank you, Mary. Good job. All right. It's my honor to introduce Devin Agarwal as a 2020-2021 valedictorian for Boerne High School. Devin is graduating with a grade point average of 110.2. Devin will be attending the University of Texas at Austin, majoring in sports management. Please help me congratulate Devin Agarwal.
Good evening and welcome, families, friends, staff, administration, and fellow graduates. I would like to thank those who have allowed us to stand before you all this evening and commemorate this special occasion. Thank you to all who have supported us from the beginning of our lives to this very moment. You all are the main reason we are where we are today. As I sat down, attempting to put words to paper, I thought of the themes and topics I could address. Obviously, the past 14 months have been different than anything we've ever experienced, but it would be disheartening if I just stood here and discussed all the hardships we faced. That's not why we're here. We're here to celebrate our graduation. We're here to celebrate this outstanding accomplishment each and every one of us have worked so hard to achieve. So while we'll all remember our last year of high school as a very unusual year, let's make sure that's not how we remember these past 4 years at Boerne High School, because it has been much more than 1 year of masks and social distancing. Instead, let's remember our 4 years of high school in a much more positive way. Remember the Friday night football games, cheering in the student section while the band plays from the stands. Remember the teachers, who have taught us much more than the quadratic formula or the definition of boiling point. Remember the post-game Whataburger runs and the homecoming dress-up days. Remember the state qualifying athletics, academics, and fine arts programs, concluding with an exhilarating ride on the Energy Bus and a state championship. But most importantly, remember the relationships you built and the memories made alongside your closest friends. In the future, you may reflect on these words from Andy Bernard. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. You will want to remember the memories you made at Boerne High School for the rest of your life. And while high school hasn't always been fun and games, it definitely had its moments. As we all leave here today and go our separate ways, whether it be to further our education, to serve our country in the military, or to move straight into the workforce, remember the wise words of Master Yoda: do or do not, there is no try. Whatever you choose to pursue in life, just get after it. It is your life to live, not anyone else's. Take this opportunity as you leave the confines of the Boerne bubble to chase your dreams, not somebody else's. Now we all know that this won't be easy. We know better than anyone that life will throw random obstacles in our paths to try and keep us from succeeding. But as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said, if something stands between you and your success, move it. Never be denied. We are each sure to face different challenges as we enter adulthood, but after walking alongside you all through the halls of Boerne High School, I believe that there is nothing each of us cannot overcome to reach our goals. We have been equipped to handle these challenges that await us. While it is important to pursue our goals and overcome obstacles, life is just as much about having fun and forming relationships as it is about working towards your dreams. Of course, stay close to your friends from now, but be sure to form relationships with those you meet in the future, as those could become some of the most meaningful ones. And be sure to have fun. Michael Jackson said, "Always appreciate the gift of life, be happy, and have fun." I'd like us all to not be afraid to step out of our comfort zones and take a break from the stresses of life we are sure to face and just enjoy ourselves. We'll regret it if we don't. I want to leave you all with one of my favorite Bible verses that relates to us at this moment. From 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. While you might be less experienced than those around you in these next few years, remember that you are just as capable, if not more than, of using your talent and work ethic to achieve greatness. So as we receive our diplomas and toss our caps and depart for what the larger world has in store for us, I want to offer this piece of advice from Mr. Bradshaw. Good luck, have fun, enjoy. Life is good, life is grand. Thank you for the food, amen. Best of luck to you all, God bless, and hook 'em horns. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce our 2020-2021 Student Council President, Rebecca Young, to deliver the Class of 2021 farewell.
Good evening. My name is Rebecca Young, and it is an honor to stand here today at the finish line of our high school career. I remember vividly being a kindergartner at Currington Elementary, trying to count on my fingers how many years it would be until I got here to this moment. It's crazy how time flies. These last 4 years can be marked by many trials and tribulations, but through it all, I've made memories and lessons that I'll carry with me forever, and I hope y'all have too. To begin, I wanted to take a moment to give some appreciation to the game that got us through the long and boring days of school. The game that entertained us before phones, the game that revealed our deepest secrets, and the game that pushed us to embarrassment. Yeah, you know what game I'm talking about, Truth or Dare. This game has been with us since the beginning, maturing at the same speed we did. But today I wanted to ask you one more time, truth or dare? Dare. It can be scary taking on a dare. You never know what is about to come out of someone's mouth, but my dare to y'all isn't something to fear, it is something to embrace. You ready for it? I dare you to dream big, make mistakes, and live boldly in the years coming forth. By this, I mean run towards your goals in the pursuit of happiness. Throw away your fears and don't be afraid of what could happen, but be excited for what could blossom from the opportunities you will receive. Carry with you all your mistakes and achievements because those are what make you who you are. And most importantly, be a blessing to others. My dare to you is a big leap to take, and it will truly rip you from the shelter that we've been living under for so long in the Boerne bubble. We're about to enter the real world where our parents won't be our safety net 24/7. Our friends will be hundreds of miles away pursuing their own dreams, and everything we know is going to be changed. As scary as this sounds, there is good news. This is that we have been fully equipped by our parents, peers, teachers, mentors for this. They have been our biggest encouragers since we started elementary school because they knew that someday they would be throwing us out into the real world away from their care. Now, I have some more good news for you. Living this way will transform your view on the world. It will bring you encouragement and help you climb over the mountains that life may surround you with. It will help you learn who you really are, not who people say you are, and it will teach you to have a firm belief that God will work everything out for the good and for his plans. One of my favorite Bible verses that I've carried with me for a long time now is Psalm 46:5. God is within her, she will not fall, God will help her at the break of day. Simply put, this is more encouragement to live boldly and create the life you want, because the Lord is going to constantly have his hand over you, and he will be there with you, pursuing your dreams. Truth. It's time for me to ask you the truth. And my question is, who are you really? Are you really living and being undeniably yourself? That is an uncomfortable question for many of us to answer, because the world makes it seem like it's easier to walk through life hiding behind a mask, rather than embracing who you truly are and living original. We do this because we don't want to fall under the judgment that people believe they are qualified to give. We don't want to be the topic of gossip, or we don't want others to dislike us and leave us behind in the dust if we don't meet their expectations. But in the long run, who the heck cares? As writer Heidi Paribi writes, at the end of your life, go out with a bruised up, worn out heart that gave too much and loved too strongly and felt too fiercely. Go out with the certainty that you gave everything you had and didn't hold anything back. Go out empty-handed when it comes to should-haves and might-have-beens, because it's an infinitely more fulfilling way to live than the alternative. After we graduate, we will all be set off on our own paths, whether that be a college, the military, a gap year, or a job. Enter into this new chapter of life being true to yourself. Let people in so they can know the real you. Be authentic and genuine, standing up for yourself and doing what truly makes you happy. Embrace yourself, because once you do, you will truly start to shine. Let no one stand in your way, bring you down, or try to shape your beliefs on this next part of your journey, because life is too short and you are created too uniquely to try to be like them. We are all here for a specific purpose. Embrace that and become a world changer. With all that being said, we're about to leave school in this wonderful community behind. I beg you not to consider these last 4 years as just a pit stop, but carry with you every memory and lesson you have learned from your time and take them with you on your journey of life. My prayer and hope for the graduating class of 2021 is that we will step on from this moment and live a more daring life, counting every moment as precious. I pray that we will remember we are designed uniquely by God, who has placed us here on this earth for a greater purpose. On behalf of myself and every graduate sitting here today, thank you parents, thank you teachers, Thank you, administrators, and thank you, Boerne High School, for getting us across the finish line. Congratulations, class of 2021, and gig 'em.
At Boerne High School, we support the next generation of patriots enlisting in the United States Armed Forces after graduation. Only a small percentage of Americans have ever served in our military. BHS Class of 2021, if you have enlisted in a branch of the United States Armed Forces and will begin your service after today's graduation, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Thank you for your commitment and willingness to serve our country. Your dedication will help to ensure our freedom. We appreciate you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as principal of Boerne High School and by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Boerne Independent School District and the state of Texas, I hereby certify that the following students have met all state and local requirements for graduation. Honor graduates will be receiving their diplomas in rank order. Honor graduates, please rise and approach the platform.
Devin James Agarwal, summa cum laude. Mary Blythe Rocchio, summa cum laude. L. Suzanne Keating Barecki, summa cum laude. Caroline Elizabeth Holmes, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Mary Waters, summa cum laude. Cheyenne Marie Freeman, summa cum laude. Alicia Rose Ogden, summa cum laude. Megan Rebecca Darling, summa cum laude. Kinsley Jordan Barrera, summa cum laude. Seth Isaac Tullis, summa cum laude. Bailey Catherine Hines, summa cum laude. Rebecca Grace Young, summa cum laude. Anna Corinne Wiley, summa cum laude. Maya Schuler Olson, summa cum laude. Haley Nicole Albright. Ava Ray Allen. Heidi Brianne Allen. Addison Priscilla Amick. Benjamin Riley Anderson. Nicole Angel. Alexis Marie Anthony. I think we just scored a goal. Abigail Christina Arona. Camden Wayne Romes Atterbury. Kathleen Alexis Avers. Justin Rogelio Ayala. Kyler Anthony Batura. Megan Barbara Bain, magna cum laude. Thomas Wesley Balderas. Trinity Joan Barnett. Sydney Lee Bell, magna cum laude. Hayden Cole Best. Erica Nicole Blake. Regina Izquierdo Bolio. Haley Kendall Brackeen. Adriana Mia Brell. Savannah Lauren Bricky. Amanda Gail Brown. Elizabeth Marie Brown. Devin Lucas Brownlee, cum laude. Sarah Catherine Bruner. Cole Andrew Brunat, magna cum laude. Peyton McKenna Burns. Hannah Mae Kabler. Alexa Elizabeth Campbell, magna cum laude. Gwen Denise Campbell. Kayla Zombro Cardwell, magna cum laude. Gwyneth Ann Carpenter. Julissa Cavazos. Charles Walton Champ. Madison Ashley Chapman. Anya Marie Lynn Connor. Ana Guadalupe Corchado de la Cruz. Jennifer Marie Cortez. Mason David Crow. Victoria Mercedes Cruz. Kenley Ancelette Daniel. Seth Mena Davenport. Jessica Lynn Davila. Caden Alexander Davis. Faith Elizabeth Davis. Kennedy Logan DeLuna. Ellie Amina Grace DiGiosia. Russell Wayne Dillard. Caleb Michael Downer. Matthew Edward Drange. Brendan David Earl. Shelby Lynn Ebner, cum laude. Tatiana Alejandra Echeverria. James Gregory Eichler. Cooper Douglas Ellis. Gustav Erfurt. Juan Carlos Espinoza Alvarez. Avery Nicole Esser. Abigail Grace Estes. Taryn Lane Everett. Macy Nicole Follis. Rebecca Ann Fosler. Brody Mitchell Fickey. Ethan August Fiedler. Jackson Eugene Clyde Fisher. David Owen Fleeman. Kylie Ann Fleming. Ariana Alejandro Flores. Carlos Armando Flores Gurria. Addie Marie Fulmer. Jesse James Freeman. Mason Aubrey Fryer. Rowdy Jacob Fritz. All right. Christina Grace Gallagher. Rosario Guadalupe Gallegos. Carolina Hannah Garcia. Elizabeth Garcia. Alexander Race Garrison. Desiree Elizabeth Garza. And that's the golden goal. Shaylee Austin Gibson. Taylor Ann Gidley, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Goad, magna cum laude. Damaris Yahria Godoy Espinoza. Andres Gonzalez. Joaquin Javier Gonzalez. Alexander Ryan Raban. Paul Michael Granato. Jackson Lee Graves. John Edward Green. Alberto Alejandro Guerrero. Gavin Scott Gouliat. Ethan Gray Hamby. Metzelder Taufif Handal Godoy. David Watson Luis Hansen. Jackson Thomas Harper, cum laude. Aaliyah Nicole Harris. Kaya Mariana Harris. Esmeralda Hernandez. Nayeli Abigail Hernandez Zalaya. Scott Michael Hetty, cum laude. Connor Dean Horton. Zachary Chase House, cum laude. Lila Kate Howard. Manuel Alonso Ibarra. Ava Claire Isley. Camry Elizabeth Jackson. Brennan Kane Jeffries. Trevor Alexander Johnson. Hannah Young Kang, cum laude. Lexi K. Kinchin. William Anthony Menger Kirtley. Parker Elizabeth Clark, magna cum laude. Molly Elise Klutz. Phoebe Starr Koenig. Hunter Scott Cole. Evan Matthew Kroll. Dylan Keith Lambert. Austin Edward Larea. Grace Elizabeth Lau. Mindy Ann Lee. Allison Anna Lemke. Chelsea Marie Lerma. Lauren Lene Lira. Austin William Locke, cum laude. Stephen Aaron Lowe. Adonijah Emmett Lovett. Hayden Antonio Luna. Emma Rose Lutz. Claire Ann Mackerel. Jessica Marie Mahan. Elijah Jacob Marshall. Oslin Argentina Martinez. Tanner Blake MacArthur. Jacob Bradley McDaniel. Logan Joshua McEvers. Miguel James McNay. Angela Luisa Medina. Impressive. Dalton Taylor Meeks. David Neil Malilly, magna cum laude. Aaron Charles Merrill. Courtney Lee Meyer. Garrett Lewis Meyer. Matthew William Mahalik. Cale Michael Miller. Kyla Madison Mills. Ricardo Antonio Monroy Moreno. Holy smokes. Elijah Warren Moreno. Bradley Taylor Morrison. I haven't seen that one before. Grace Elizabeth Morose. Alina Victoria Murphy. Jonathan Wheeler Murphy, cum laude. Ashlyn Faith Murrah, magna cum laude. Connor Ryan Murray. Derek Alejandro Nasis. Megan Lee Nauman. Johanna Fernanda Navarez Villa. Kate Elise Nevels. Lauren Renee Nevels. Quan Min Win. Ariella Yasmin Nieto. Jenna Michelle Noble, magna cum laude. Zachary Michael Nolan. Alexis Caitlin Oster. Esther Kick O'Brien. Jaron Anthony Kincaid Ochoa. Joe Andrew Ortega. Grace Abigail Ortiz. Preston John Parker. Lydia Michelle Parks. Dia Gautam Kumar Patel, magna cum laude. Colton Lee Patrick. Samuel Luke Patty. Isael Michael Pena. Anita Guadalupe Perez. And here we go. Catherine Elizabeth Peterson. Alton Kellen Joe Pfeiffer. Benjamin Harry Phillip. Elizabeth Nicole Poston. Brooklyn Marie Putra. Kaylee Ray Pruitt, magna cum laude. Emily Madison Pyle. Mache Rochelle Rockowitz. Jacob Isaiah Ramirez. Giovanna Bella Ramos. Charlie Josephine Rand. Angel Ramon Rangel. Presley Nicole Rangel. Ethan Samuel Ratner. Rayla Bryn Ratner, cum laude. Nicholas Jason Repack. Isabel Renee Retzlaff. Lauren Noel Reyna. Damian Alexander Rios. Callie Brooke Ritteman. Jordan Nicole Ritteman. Aaron Julian Rivera Salazar. Jose Antonio Rodriguez Munoz. Max William Rohrbaugh. Darian Castillo Rojas. Sarah Jean Roller. Evan James Ross, cum laude. Brendan Ross Rucker. Cadence Andrew Ruiz, magna cum laude. Addison Blake Rust. Morris Robert Salek. Ximena Bercy Sanchez, cum laude. Johann Sebastian Sanchez Reyes. George Nolan Sandage. Gabriella Driscoll Scamio. Madeline May Schlichting. Paige Danielle Schutte. Peyton Renee Schutte. Ethan Andrew Schwab. Jonathan Matthew Schwartz. Kendra Lee Schwartz. Cody Ambrosio Schwab. Ramsey Dean Seals. Nikolai Sven Skobia. Leah Simone Smith. Cooper Eli Smurr. James Eldon Stewart. Madeline Grace Stewart. David S. Teseo. Caden Nicholas Thaxton. Mackenzie Elise Thibodeau. Mitch Alvin Thompson. Forrest Matthew Tucker. Luke Bradley Turner. Angelina Shea Van Stavern. Clarissa Day Voss. David Wayne Warden. John William Warden. Brandon Nicholas Watson. Addison Lane Wells. Luke Adrian Whitby. Benjamin Graham Whitaker. Jackson Thad White, cum laude. Kylie Snow Wiedenfeld. Corbin Thomas Wolf. Wyatt Wayne Wolf, cum laude. Sean Michael Woods. William Stone Zeringer. Baruch Axel Zavala. And Charles James Zare.
Students, please rise. At this time, I would like to present to you the Boerne High School graduated class of 2021. Graduates, please move your tassel to the left. Another round of applause. Congratulations again. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Caroline Holmes, who will deliver the closing remarks.
Congratulations, everyone, because we've officially done it. Now, picture this. It's homecoming week, but you have lots to do. You've got tons of homework, an essay to submit, and a few projects to turn in because you procrastinated on everything. On Sunday night, you stay up late and then come to school early the next morning, take a few tests, and come home and sleep. Congratulations, you've made it through Monday. Then, you repeat the same process Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. During the week, you dress up as Santa Claus and then attack a tourist, but just to check the boxes. And just like that, homecoming week came and it went. You got so absorbed in the process of getting through the week that you forgot to step back and look at what was actually going on. All too often, we get so absorbed in all of life's steps. We sometimes get stuck in one long process, focusing on all of the little meticulous details. Since I was a freshman, I have personally struggled with the habit of living week by week. I would make a list for myself of all the things I needed to attend or turn in, just to get by each day, repeating to myself, just make it to Friday, just make it to Friday. And then it would start all over again. I'd get so absorbed in all the things I must do to make it to Friday that I'd often forget to just take a minute and look around and be present. In high school and in my extracurriculars, I would study so long and practice with the hopes of achieving success each and every time I did something. However, my greatest memories weren't made on Quizlet or on tests or during speeches in mirrors. They were made when I looked up and I looked around. I would look forward and witness Jessica Mahan and Emily Goad choreographing a dance to All I Want for Christmas Is You and Dance 1, falling all over the place. I would look to my left and watched Devin Agarwal awkwardly stand there and visibly cringe as the entire tennis team sang happy birthday to him. I would look to my right and watch the shuttle leave me once again. I would look behind me and see Addison Amick and Anna Wiley fail miserably to set up a tent in a classroom for fish camp. You see, it was when I looked up and looked around that I realized why my high school journey has meant so much to me. It is when we step out of the process of things and live in the moments that we are able to create the memories that we will look back on and smile upon. I know we'd all love to be successful with everything all of the time, but 10, 20 years from now, what we won or lost, or passed or failed, simply won't matter. Report cards and game scores aren't permanent, but happy memories are. So, as we leave this place and begin the next chapter of our lives, and an entirely new process to get wrapped up in, I encourage each of you to look up and to look around. Life does not happen on paper or screens or scoreboards. Life happens right in front of you, if you're willing to take it all in. Thank you, and congratulations, everyone. Please join me in singing our school song. The words can be found on the inside back cover of your program.
All right, guys, if y'all can find your seats, please. We're going to exit out the back in just a second. If you'll find your seats, find your hat. Thank you, thank you. We'll begin the recessional, so folks, if you'll hold tight, they're going to make their way around the track so you can see them. We'll start with the back row, so we'll begin with, in the back row. All graduates will make their way around both sides of the stadium. We'll exit the gates where they arrive. Family and friends, if you'll stay seated so the graduates can see you as they walk by. And great night. Congratulations, class of 2021. Back row, Mr. Boerne, if you'll lead us out.